This is quarter 3, week 7, one more week before we end the third quarter. So to begin with, we are done with all the modules in ESP and EP, and Teacher Millet sent diagnostic tests for these two subjects, which should be accomplished by Monday. And then for Science Module 6, this is for week 7, and this is also the last module for Science for this quarter. So it's about force and motion, the push and pull. So this is with the help of Teacher Bess, Teacher BC. So yan. The same format, pre-test, and then an activity, engage. So you have to list down here about the things that move and what makes them move. So the shorter blank is for the things that move, and longer the longer line is for the answer for the question, what do you think makes them move? And then explore with activity 1.1, and then followed by explain with 2 questions. Next is elaborate, the discussion part about the forces that make objects move, like push or pull, and added with other forms of force, or force produced by wind, running water, electricity, magnets, and then the key concepts, or the summary, and then apply your learning, circle the answer for this part, and then for part B, draw a push or pull picture inside the boxes. So simple pictures, simple drawing only. And then for part C, so you are to determine if it moves by wind, water, electricity, magnet, push or pull. So write them on the blank. Then for test yourself, you have to identify if the force applied is push or pull. So write it on the blank. And then for reflect, you need to answer by checking under the column for yes or no. And then glossary, we have 2 words for glossary, and last part is the post test, where you have to write the letter of the answer on the blank. Okay, next one for English Module 9, Week 7. So it's about looking or identifying the problem in a given selection or in a given text. So same parts. So ang activity, it starts with warming up. So any story that you can recall. So you need 2. And then there's the discussion, and then the practice task, beginning with 1, and then 2, I'll be the one to read this story in the lesson video, and then practice task 3. So you kindly use the 3 lines, so parang blue, red, blue, but I think the printout is parang grayish yata yung red line. And then for cooling down, so you have to recall another story that you've listened to before. So write the problem and tell what was done to solve the problem. So itong you've listened to before. So movies may apply to this direction. So movies that you like. So pwede dito. So learning challenge. So given text, and then you need to write the problem in the box. You may use short answers, phrases, or short sentence. And then points to ponder, so everything that was discussed. Okay, next is MTB. So MTB last. So this is about inferring the character's feelings. So we discussed this in English. So this time, MTB naman. So the language is just the language that differs. Yan. So the emojis are now simpler, unlike from the original handout. Color siya tapos medyo mahirap gayahin. So I replace it with just line drawing of emojis. And then, yan, for purbaran mo, so you have to write the correct feeling for the given sentences for the given situations. Tapos discussion, then evaluation. So, pagpipilian na, not the emojis anymore. So, nabigla, maugma, mabuot, matinabang, matagas ang payo. So, you need to write it on the blank. So, that's it. Next is PE. So, sa PE naman, so, tungkol ini sa hali sa milk, engages in fun and enjoyable physical activities, demonstrates the characteristics of sharing and cooperating in physical activities. If we had our face-to-face for this module, so we're supposed to play, we're supposed to have group games. So, dahil ngayon, we're not allowed to go and meet, modular, so, na lang, let's recall how we enjoyed the games that we played with our classmates or with our friends outside the home or nung kinder sa school. So, yan. First part, parang pre-test. Isulat sa blank ang ginigibo sa kada litrato. So, 1 to 4 yan. And then, niniman, igrupo sa ko ng mga hero na marikas, maluya, dangan ang pwedeng ihiro na marikas, dangan maluya. So, ilalag dyan sa tamang column. Marikas, maluya, or it may be fast or slow. Yan. These questions should be answered orally, no need to write the answers. Tapos, sa gibuhon gibuhon 1. So, yan. Short story or short text. Tapos, you need to list down actions that are found or that are mentioned in this story. So, you need to list down 5. Tapos, this one will be answered orally. So, gibuhon to naman. So, isurat sa table, ito, columns with 3 columns. Ang mga ginigibo mo sa lawagan sa itong harong na marikas, maluya, dangan pareho, marikas, dangan maluya ang hero. So, you need to think of 3 actions for each column. Tapos, pagsukol ng kaaraman, bilugan mga hero na nagpapahiling nin pakikiparte, pakikibahagi, dangan laganan, manin kahon ang nagpapahiling pakikiiba o pakikisama. So, yan. And then, for assignment, mag-drawing sa kon kan mga nagibo mo na nagpapahiling nin pakikisumara o pakikiisa. Okay, next is math. So, for math naman, module 7. So, we are done with shapes. The last module is I just asked you to submit those 3D shapes, but this time you need to submit this module. So, module 6, this is about patterns. So, determines the missing terms using one attribute in a given continuous pattern in a given repeating pattern. So, parang laro ito. Ano ang susunod? So, pre-test, the same format, begins with a pre-test and then learning activities. So, may task 1. If the printout is in black and white, so just refer to this intro, or you can wait for the lesson video. So, yan. And then, gibuhon mo. So, anong sunod na shape, i-drawing sa box. So, please also include the correct color that will follow. So, yan. And then, task 2 naman, color pattern. So, ito na, parang mas repeated na siya. So, you need to complete the pattern. Yan. So, gibuhan mo, koloran mga squares sa baba gamit ang pattern na yellow, red, saka green. So, ano siya, ang printout nyo is black and white. So, words, yung colors in words naman nakalagay. But if you get confused, so you may refer to this intro, ano yung naunang color. Tapos, also with number 2, but this time different shape naman ang ilalagay sa square. Tapos, task 3 is number pattern naman. So, using this table, you can refer to what is the next number in a series. So, yeah. Make sure that you write the numbers clearly. Tapos, isulat ang nawawarang number sa box. So, pattern na din yon. The way you count, it also follows a pattern. Tapos, anong nawawarang pattern, isulat sa box. Tapos, sunod naman letter. And then, task 4, ang gamit ng number pattern. So, si Marion, yan, may So, yan, pwede siyang you can manipulate to make your own pattern. Like for this one, itong mga jars, mga candy jam jars, pwede siya makagibong pattern na 555, iniman, anuman pattern siya. Tapos, iyan. So, iba-iba ang pwedeng mabubuo. Tapos, ito naman, hollow blocks. So, what style, what technique can you think of para makagibo ka ng pattern? So, that also applies for number 2. So, ito, in case mahirap mag-drawing ng culvert, korteng cylinder, pwede na ring circle. Anyway, parang nakaharap. So, it would look like round circles na lang. And then, post-test. Also, please include in the pattern the correct color of the next shape or pattern shape in the series or sa pattern. So, yan for number 2 and then number 3. So, kayong bahala kung anong size ng rectangle, circle, and then rectangle, circle, and then square. And then, naman, pattern digdi. Sunod sa pattern. And then, Filipino naman, lastly, Filipino, Module 7, kasarian ng pangalan. Yan. So, may pinapaliwanag dyan, all about kasarian. So, simply, iyan ang pambabae, panlalaki, titiyak, walang kasarian. So, I will discuss this. I will elaborate this more in the lesson video. So, yan, panimulang pagsubok. The same pattern with the previous modules in Filipino. So, itong text na to, I'll be the one to read this. So, yan, may discussion. There are questions, but these need to be answered orally. So, hindi na kailangan isulat. So, yan, may discussion na siya. And then, you have to give examples, 2 for each. And then, pagsasanay 1, PB, pambabae, PL, panlalaki, titiyak, WK, walang kasarian. For the following underlined nouns or pangalan. Tapos, pagsasanay ito naman, bilugan ang tamang kasarian. So, for the given pictures. So, in case the pictures are not clear because of the black and white printout, you can refer to this intro video. So, yan. And then, pagsasanay 3 naman. So, given or some examples of nouns. So, ilalagay mo sa tamang grupo kung pambabae, panlalaki, titiyak, o walang kasarian. And then, panapos na pagsubok. So, PB, PL, DT, and WK. karagdagang gawain, gumupit ng tagi-isang larawan ng babae, lalaki at bagay, dikit sa inyong Filipino buklat, isulat sa baba ng angkop na kasarian. So, if you prefer sa booklet, dun idikit, and then identify kung pambabae, panlalaki, o titiyak walang kasarian. So, three picture, one picture sa babae, lalaki, sa kabagay. So, it only requires 3. Tapos, ilalagay sa baba kung anong kasarian yon. And you can paste them in doon sa book writing tablet or dito na lang sa space sa last page ng module. So, that's it. So, we're almost done with quarter 3. Sana on schedule pa din tayo para in case na may mga holiday or days na makakapag-delay for the next module. So, hindi maapektuhan yung nakasked mismo. So, that's it for week 7. I hope you can submit this on Monday, all of these modules for week 7 on Monday, so that you only have the last module by Monday, yung week 8 na lang. So, konti na lang yun. Ang tatapusin. Tapos, take note, wala na, for the next module, wala na tayong science, wala nang AP, wala nang ESP. Pero, we are still under negotiation kung magdadalawang English, ang magdadalawang MTB, because there are more than 8 modules para sa English and then mother tongue. So, sayang naman kung hindi matapos yung topics for third quarter. So, that's it. Enjoy and good day.